You're listening to the 77th edition of the Bitachon podcast. We're continuing in Mamari Chazal, statements from our sages about the incredible power and importance of Bitachon. Baruch HaMakim Baruch Hu, Shebachar Behem Yisrael Mitoch Shivim L'shanis. Here's an amazing thing, okay? I don't know if we would, if not for this Chazal, which is also in Tana Develio, where we were reading from last time, if not for this Chazal, I don't know if we would think of things this way. But blessed is the Makam is a reference to Hashem, the place of the world. Baruch Hu, blessed is He. Shebachar Behem Yisrael Mitoch Shivim L'shanis. God chose the Jewish people from all of the 70 languages. V'nasan bochem, and now it's talking to you directly. V'nasan bochem chachma, bina, deya v'haskel. God gave you wisdom, intuition, knowledge. Haskel is another form of chachma. What is it that Hashem has chosen us for? He made us smart. Okay, very nice, we're smart. But what is the purpose of this wisdom? What is the purpose of the Jewish smarts? It's not just to create really good technology. It's to create spiritual technology. The spiritual technology is Bitachon. Hashem made you smart so you can have Bitachon, so you can have wisdom, so you can have faith in Him. Look around and see your life. Look around at the Jewish people. Look at our national destiny. Look around and you will see, if you use your wisdom, your intuition, your knowledge, direct all of that towards Bitachon. That's what we were chosen for. Amazing thing. We were chosen to have wisdom, so we should have Bitachon. Tana Develio. Okay, another small piece from Tana Develio. Lo gilgal HaKadosh Baruch Hu hoitzias Yisrael miMitzrayim el b'shil Sarah, Rivka, Rochel, and Leah. Each of the mohis, the schus of Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, each of them had a merit which, because of them, because of their particular midah perhaps, their character trait, because of something that they did, the Jewish people merited to be able to leave the Galus of Mitzrayim. What was the schus specifically he brings here of Rivka? Rivka, in the merit of the fact that they said to Rivka, they said to her, do you want to go with this man? It was Eliezer, the Eved of Avraham. Rivka was told, if you go with him, you're going to marry Yitzchak. You'll be the great-great-grandmother, the matriarch of the Jewish people. Do you want to go with him? She didn't know. Perhaps we could say she was a young child. She didn't know what it really meant. But she says, I'm going to go. The Tana Develio says she placed her faith in Hashem. She didn't know what she was in for. She didn't know all the spiritual riches, perhaps, that she would attain by marrying into the family of Avraham. But she did. She did marry into that family. She did go. And because of her bitachon, because of that faith, that trust in Hashem, that this was the right thing to do, all the signs are pointing in this direction. Therefore, in that schar, the Jewish people, in that merit, Hashem took us out of Egypt. So that's an incredible thing as well. So first of all, we have Hashem chose us. Why? So we could have bitachon. It's a unique endowment of the Jewish people that each and every one of us has the opportunity, the ability to hold on to. And soon we'll see it's not just for the Jewish people, but it's something for anybody, even a non-Jew. But we'll get to that in a moment. But it's certainly something which perhaps we could say a Jew has more naturally. Second point is that Rebecca, Rivka Imenu, the Balas Chesed, the one who had awesome kindness, she also recognized that Hashem, perhaps we could say, that Hashem is so awesomely kind. She knew that she could rely upon Him. And in that merit, the Jewish people were able to leave Egypt. Incredible thing. Now we come to a third point, which is from the Medrash Shecher Tov. We're going to have here a few Midrashim from the Shecher Tov. Let's see. The Medrash brings a pasuk, Yimna Tov laholchim b'tamim. Hashem does not hold back good from those who go with Him in a whole way. Tamim means, in the simplest explanation of the world, it means a simple person. A person who's a tamim is a simple person. But it means that I make myself simple. I don't make calculations. I just go with Hashem simply, without calculations, without trying to figure things out so much. Zeh Avraham. So this pasuk that says that God does not hold back the good from those who go, those is plural, with Him in simplicity. It's a reference to Abraham. Hashem commanded him. He said, go with me. Go in front of me. I want you to go through the world with simplicity. Be whole. Be simple. Not so much calculations. If it was only speaking about Avraham Avinu, Abraham, the pasuk should have said both in the first part and in the second part. Hashem does not hold back the good from someone, a singular person who goes with simplicity. But why does it say plural? Many of those who go with God in a simple way. So this teaches us an incredible thing. If Avraham Avinu, Abraham, and when we say timimus, when we speak about simplicity without calculations, that is a code word for bitachon, right? We have absolute faith in Hashem. I don't try to figure it out. I don't try to give explanations, and I'm running into danger when I do that, because I'm gonna end up doing things on my own. Simplicity with Hashem. And this is our national treasure. Bitachon is the national treasure of the Jewish people, as we saw. We get it from Avraham Avinu. Just like Avraham went in front of Hashem with simplicity, Hashem became his shield. Hashem protected him from all dangers. So to anybody who goes with Hashem with simplicity, you and I, when we are simple with Hashem, we don't make too many calculations, we don't try to figure things out. You heard my story I told a few weeks ago about my flight back to Israel. I ended up stuck in Paris for 12 hours more. And I was trying to figure things out. I was trying to make calculations. I was trying to get things to be my way. But Hashem had a certain plan for me. And when we fight the plan, we have heartache. Right? So there's something about just going with Hashem in a simple way, knowing that He has our best interests in mind. So when we do that, when we have simplicity with Hashem, so the result is Hashem is our shield. Hashem protects us. And this is very nice because, we say every day in the davening, Baruch Atah Hashem Magen Avraham. We refer to the fact that Hashem is the shield of Abraham. And, the bracha speaks about Avraham, it speaks about Yitzchak, it speaks about Yaakov. But the bracha ends with Magen Avraham. And perhaps this is the explanation of it, because Hashem protected Abraham. When we speak about the protection of Avraham, it's la holchim b'tamim. All those who go with Hashem with simplicity, we also can relate. It talks about Avraham, but really it's talking about all of us. We are all the children of Abraham. And Yitzchak and Yaakov, of course, were also. So when it says Magen Avraham, it's really including all of us, and it's also including us. It's something that we personally have an opportunity to relate to. Just like Hashem commanded Avraham Avinu, Abraham, go with me with simplicity. So too each one of us has that obligation and that opportunity. And when we do, we get that protection. The Achra of Maksiv, what does the pasuk say after that? It's the next verse. This is in Psalms chapter 84, verses 12 and 13. It says, Ashrei Adam Baiteach Bach. Praiseworthy is the man, the human, who trusts in you. Avram in Ksivkan doesn't say, praiseworthy is Abraham who trusted in you. It doesn't say that. Ela Adam, Kal Adam. It says, praiseworthy is the human, the son of man. Adam represents the entire human race. Any person, man, woman, child, Jew, non-Jew, anybody can trust in Hashem. And when we trust in Hashem, He is our Magen. He protects us. It's a powerful thing. We can all connect to it. It's our national treasure, and anybody can access this treasure. Okay, so that's the beautiful third point. Now let's read another point. This is another piece in the Medrash Shachar Tov. It says a pasuk. King David says, "Lest my enemies say, I was able to vanquish." I don't want my enemy to be able to say that he vanquished me, says King David. God says to King David, "David, why are you asking this so much of me? Why are you asking so much of me?" Says Hashem. Amar Loi. David says, "Look, I know I can ask so much of you. Shani boteach b'cha al chazdecha. Shnemar. The reason I feel I can ask you that my enemy shouldn't trounce me, shouldn't win, shouldn't succeed against me, is because I trust in you, as the next pasuk says, chapter 13, verse 6. Shnemar v'ani b'chazdecha b'tachti. I trusted in you. I trusted in your kindness. In that very kindness that the verse says about you. In Psalms chapter 119, verse 64, Chazdacha Hashem, Mala haaretz. Your kindness fills the earth. Your kindness is so plentiful. Look around at the beautiful trees. Look around at the awesome skies. Look around at your kindness which fills the earth. All the creatures of the earth. All the humans, all the animals, all the bugs, all of the microorganisms, the fish. Your kindness is everywhere. And if your kindness is everywhere, if I saw that my feet are faltering, that I'm falling, that my enemies look like they might have power over me, that they might succeed against me, if I'm seeing that, but your kindness is everywhere. Your kindness will support me. So I don't have to be worried, says King David, that I'm asking too much, asking for you to be kind to me, asking for you to protect me. I don't have to be worried about that. I don't have to be worried that it's too much to ask of you, Hashem. Your kindness fills the entire creation, 13.8 billion light years across. Your kindness is everywhere. Your kindness is awesome. All of those stars were created so that I could exist. I can ask for kindness anytime. I can ask for Hashem to save me from any enemy. That's what King David says. If King David says it, we know he was the soul of the Jewish people. He was the Neshama Kailelis. He's the same soul as Mashiach. He's also a Neshama Kailelis, a soul which includes all of the souls. So King David, there's a reason that we have the Psalms. There's a reason that the Jewish people have the treasure of the Psalms. Speaking of treasures, we have this treasure because King David said it. King David was a soul who encompassed all of the souls. And if he said these prayers apply to us. If he says, Vani b'chaznecha b'tachti, I trusted in you, Hashem. I trusted in your kindness. We can all say, I trust in your kindness, Hashem. It's something that's shaykh to each and every one of us. Bitachon is something, that's what he's teaching us here. King David is teaching us. Avraham Avinu is teaching us. Chazal are teaching us. It's our national treasure, belongs to all of us. We can all access bitachon anytime, anywhere, you name it. Hashem's kindness fills the entire world. Now let's read one more section here. Says the pasuk in Tehillim, in Psalm chapter 25, verse 2. And this medrash, I'm pretty sure that I'm not sure actually, I should say. I'm not sure if I shared this with you, but I definitely heard it numerous times from our Rosh Hashiva, because he read in a particular sefer that the Chafetz Chaim, his son, found this medrash that we're about to read. And when the Chafetz Chaim heard this medrash from his son, he was so excited about the awesome implications of this medrash, of what it means to have bitachon in Hashem. What it means, we think, who are we to have bitachon in Hashem? Who am I? It's for Avraham Avinu. Abraham, he was one of the greatest men who ever lived. King David, awesome people. Tzaddikim, Nevi'im, they were prophets. Me? I'm just a regular guy. Listen to this medrash. King David says, my God, I trusted in you. I won't be embarrassed. Let my enemies not rejoice over their vanquishing me. Says the medrash like this. There's a story in a particular city. There was one person who was very famous. He was well known throughout the country. There was another person there. Let's call the famous person Ruvain. And there was another person, his name was Shimon. Now, the policemen of the town, the policemen of the country, were passing through and they found a particular person who was staying at an inn. He was visiting a location, he was staying at a hotel. They grabbed him, said, don't strike me. I'm a member of the king's home. I think here it's referring to the king, the famous man, the popular man whose name was known throughout the country. I'm connected to him. You know that famous guy? That famous guy. I'm part of his household. Don't strike me. When the officers heard this, they let him go. They didn't want to hurt him anymore. And they put him in incarceration until the morning. In the morning they went in front of the king. Came in front of this person, this famous person, and they said, they said, we found one of your household members yesterday. He was involved in some crime. King says, Bini, makirata. King looks at him, he doesn't recognize him. He says, my dear son, do you know me? Man says, I have to admit the truth, I don't know you. So what do you mean? Why did you tell him that you're a member of my household? Why did you say that? What do you mean? Says this man, he says, please, I beg of you, I am not a member of your household. But I trusted you. I put my faith in you. I knew that if I would mention your name, they would stop hitting me. Please, I beg you, don't let them continue to strike me. I trusted in you. I put my faith in you. So this famous man, this king, says to them, since he trusted in me, leave him alone. Let him be. In a similar way, David HaMelech says to Hashem, says to God, my God, I trusted in you. He says, I trusted in you, and that's why my enemies shouldn't be able to strike me. It's not because I'm the biggest tzaddik, says King David. It's not because I'm so righteous. It's not because I'm perfect. I have my faults. It's not because, I belong in your house. I wish I did. Save me, God, because I trusted in you. Because I knew I could trust in you. Not only I, says King David, Ella. The next pasuk there, pasuk Gimel says, the third pasuk there, King David tells us, Gam kol koivecha levoshu, yivoshu aboigdim reikam. Let all those who hope to you, says King David, not only should I be saved in the merit of my trust in you, anybody who trusts in you, King David prays, God, please, let it be that anyone who trusts in you, let them succeed. Let them not be vanquished by their enemies. Let those who rebel against you, let they, I don't know how to say, let them or they, let them be embarrassed. Let them be embarrassed. Those who are boiged b'cha, those who defy your will, Hashem, but those who trust in you, even if we're not perfect, Hashem, but let their prayers be answered. Let their tefillos, let their prayers, let their bitachon, let it be answered. Just as my bitachon was answered, says King David. So it's a powerful lesson. This is our treasure, our national treasure. This is why we were chosen. To be Bitachon Hashem, to use our wisdom, to trust in Him. Be like Avraham, Avinu, Abraham. Trust in Him, Hashem will be your shield. Anybody can hold on to Him. Anybody can have bitachon in Hashem. Anybody. Hashem's kindness is available everywhere in the world. We can keep asking for kindness. And we can trust just like King David. In King David's prayer, we can know that his prayer will be answered for us. All we need to do is trust. Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you again next time.